Welcome to another episode of It's Debatable. I'm Justin.
I'm Jalen.
And for this episode, you know, we're going to dive into, the battle rap culture.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we did a video like this, when we first started the podcast, when we kind of like, addressed the culture and what was going on,
Mm-hmm.
things of that nature. I just want to ask you real quick, just off the top, how do you feel the battle rap culture is going right now? Like the state it's in, how do you feel about it just as a fan?
I feel like it's in a okay state. I feel, especially after the most recent event, with the Murder Mook and Geechee Gotti. I feel like, specifically the URL is kind of in an experimental phase right now. I see them on every weekend doing the light works with those random matches. Shout out to them. I think the most recent one was Miss Hustle versus Sheet Happens. So I definitely like that. I feel like they're
I'm glad you bring
experimenting.
that up.
Um, I definitely like them experimenting that and just giving us something, that consistency that they've been kind of lacking earlier on in the year. But as of right now, I feel like it's in an okay state. Um, I feel like um, in a little while things might heat up. You got Hitman Holler with his um, platform. Yeah, and I feel like after the recent event, it's more so I want to see what they do coming up. I know Smack Volume's coming up, but I want to see like how they use this most recent event and work on it, like work past it. So how about you?
As a whole, I think the culture's in a okay state right now. I definitely think this year we had some, detrimental things that happened. The passing of Pat Stay, um, and then Sue Surf getting locked up. Two
Mm-hmm.
pinnacles in the culture
Yeah.
that I felt just kept the culture going in a sense. Shout out to Sue Surf and his situation. I definitely seen that Nunu Nose went live when Sue Surf was on the phone. He's definitely in good spirits.
Mm-hmm.
And then just R.I.P. Pat Stay for everything he did for the culture. But in terms of the battles, I think we're getting okay battles. Um, but are we getting classics? I kind of want to ask you that question, like, because I know that, when we first started watching battle rap, there wasn't, events every weekend,
Yeah.
kind of like how we're getting right now. So I want to ask you, like, do you feel like we're getting the same battles, classics and things of that nature as we was getting as years past, as caffeine's here now,
Mm-hmm.
and we're generating so many battles, but maybe we're not getting the same type of quality. So when it just comes to the battles that are coming out, how do you feel about them?
Yeah, I feel like there has been a lack of classics, and I also feel like it's kind of due to the matchups as well. I feel like the newer up and comer opponents, they want these vets so badly, but they don't want to battle each other and make those classics. I feel like all the classics in the past were people like they were kind of all in the same class. You got like Surf and X Factor, K Sean Calico, like all of them were kind of battling each other and making classics. The other way around, like I see like right now in the present is kind of like the newcomers, just they just want the vets to kind of stamp their name and everything, and these vets, they've been having great, this is, I feel like for the vets, come lackluster they either come lackluster or they just smoke the rookies. Like it's not like a tough battle to pick. Like I feel like when it's a vet versus a rookie, it's either a clear win or a clear loss. There's no classic. It's not like a great battle more so. So I feel like the lack classics is kind of on the newcomers a little
Um,
bit.
I definitely hear where you're coming from, and I understand that standpoint. But then you also have to look at it like this. I feel that there not being as many YouTube drops.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the biggest factor of what's going on when it comes to the newcomers,
Yeah.
because we got Sebastian here, in the building, that I feel that was a bigger fan when I feel more battles were dropping on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Because now they have it on caffeine,
Yeah.
and they have it on the app. But some people like Sep who are so cheap, they don't want to buy the app,
Mhm.
right? So they're not getting to see like the certain battles that could be classics to him,
Yeah.
right? And he probably doesn't even know what caffeine is, right?
Yeah.
So when it comes to the newcomers, it's like they have to battle, these vets to get their name to a certain status, because we know the certain fan bases
Yeah.
that these vets have. So the newcomers have to battle them. If they battle each other, what is that really gonna do? I do get what you're saying, because back in the day, that's how it was. Like a
Yeah.
John will battle a bill collector,
Yeah.
like, and things of that nature. But now I feel they have to rely more on the vets just due to the fan bases, and they don't have the same YouTube exposure.
Yeah, true. I definitely feel that element plays in the factor of like the views and everything. But even if like even on those caffeine, even on the caffeine app, you hear them constantly say, "Oh, we just broke." Like there's like there's like these million people on caffeine watching. There's these they're literally the most viewed on caffeine. They bring a big following to the caffeine app.
Right.
I believe they it was at one point they had like 2 million people watching the stream, and they
Right, I
had
think
like
that
errors
was
on the stream.
during the Averb and KCJ battle on the
Yeah.
Kings versus Queens. They hit like a certain pinnacle.
Yeah, so like they still have millions of people watching. I feel like also like especially this year, it hasn't been like too many battles that left like the culture like, oh, this is probably like we usually have like a million battle of the years, but I feel like the list for battle of the year is kind of short. On my part, I don't feel like there's too many. Like granted, there is some, but like opposed to like previous years before, I feel like there was more battles that was like, damn, like this is a classic. Like damn, like I feel like this year we got like a few, but yeah.
Right. You know, ironically, you brought up, Sheet Happens and Miss Hustle. They
Mhm.
definitely battled on the light work now. I don't know if you know, but on this platform, we really don't like to, talk about quote unquote so much controversy. We like to talk
Yeah.
about really just the battles.
Yeah.
But when it comes to that battle, it came out that Miss Hustle and She Happens kind of like, I don't want to say rehearse the battle, but like from She Happens point of view, he said that he just pulled up on Miss Hustle and said that he like said that his material is better, and Miss Hustle said no, it's not. He said, yo, I'll spit my round right now. And
Mhm.
I think he said that he just spit the first round to Miss Hustle.
Yeah.
So shout out to Caps. He went on his platform, Angry Fan, and kind of set the narrative that you know they rehearsed the battle. So it kind of put the battle in uproar. Loaded Lux actually went on the platform
Mhm.
and said that free Sue Surf, but Sue Surf ran down on him and said, can we like run over like the material?
Yeah.
All right. So when you hear that as a fan, how do you feel?
Um. Ironically, I don't take it too harsh. To be honest, like
Mm-hmm.
even like back in the day, like I remember Kayshawn. Well, this is kind of before the battle, but even when Kayshawn before like he was battling Sue Surf, he spit his first round right directly in front of Sue Surf, like Nick, I'm gonna kill you, and then killed him that first round. Not gonna lie, but I feel like there's a difference between like going over and like writing it together, like more
Right.
so like they didn't sit there, you know, oh, I'm gonna write this my third, you should say that in your first, like no, like you feel me, like if you got, I really don't feel like it's a problem. You got a battle like yo, like you feel me, like I'm about to kill you, like you spit like a
But
first
then, but
round.
then, hold on. To play devil's advocate, what if now? Because Miss Hustle's not a rebuttaler,
Yeah.
so I don't feel she's even the type, to even reconstruct her round to now
Mhm.
go against Sheed. But then, what if he's battling a DNA, a Sharon, a Chef Tress, someone to that can rebuttal and kind of switch? Could that now not affect the battle though?
Yeah, it can affect the battle, but that would be on his part. Like that would be a dumb move on his decision. But I'm saying like as a battle, like in a fan watching, like I don't really find too many problems. Like not like I feel like even if that would make the battle even better because now the other person knows what they're going up against, and like the other person sees how's receptive, like kind of seeing like
No,
how
no,
it's
no, 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 no,
grading.
no, no.
I
Hold on,
don't
wait,
I
hold
don't feel
on,
like
Jay.
it's a bad thing.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. You're not a new age fan. You've been
Yeah.
watching battle rap for a long time. You know
Yeah.
where battle rap comes from. That comes from the streets. People coming
Mm-hmm.
with their best bars. If you even slip up, you lost the battle.
Yeah.
You know where battle rap come from. It's not about it's better if you do. No, no. What do you mean it's better? Uh, can you explain that statement that you just said that it's better if they do that?
A little bit. I feel like you
Oh
feel me.
shit.
Like you feel me. If like if your material is hard and you go in, like if I'm battling you and I said, yo, I'm about to kill you, and spit my first round and you're like, nigga, that's light, then that's gonna make me get in the
But
lab
that's
and then
taken away from the battle though, because
but
now you know it's not getting that. Because now, like, what if we can even just talk about Lord of Lux versus Calico? What if Lord of Lux just told Calico he was about to do that whole angle?
yeah.
You feel now Calico has the opportunity to kind of combat that. Now it's not the same shock effect. Like certain moments wouldn't have happened in the culture if people just knew what was gonna happen. It's not the same like authenticity. Like
Yeah, but that's different though. That's more so like what you call it? What you call those things? I forgot what you call it. Like when you on stage, a performance more so. That's more so the performance thing. Like I'm talking like rapping wise. Like I feel like because no one's gonna know until it first hit the camera. So like I said, like if I'm battling you, I spit my first round and you're like, nigga, that's light. I'm gonna get in the live and work hard on my first round. You feel me? And you know, like, oh,
no,
that's what the
no,
nigga, that's what the niggas coming
but
with. I'm
no,
gonna write
but you're
better.
supposed to learn that lesson on the stage. It's not you learn
But
before
then again,
and then you reconstruct your round
but
now.
then
No,
if you learn it on the stage,
Jalen,
we get
stop.
lackluster battles.
Jalen, I asked you
Like,
this question actually thinking that you was gonna actually have a good Jalen.
yeah.
No, Jalen, I'm actually disappointed. You can't say that. No.
I feel like
Uh,
it gives like a better turnout on the camera. You feel me? I don't want
So then, how
poor
do you feel
performance.
about people writing for each other?
I mean, people been writing for each other.
That's not what. How do you? I didn't act it how.
I don't.
Before. How
Me
do you
personally,
feel?
I don't like it. I don't like people writing for each other. I'm totally against that because you're not. How can you be? You feel me yourself if you're just getting a whole bunch of influences on your writing. Like if you did not write it, I don't believe in that. Like I believe if you write it, you perform it. That's why you feel me. I'm not really too against you spit in your first round against your opponent before the battle or whatever. But if someone is writing your shit, I'm totally against that shit. You're not a battle rapper.
All right, all right, all right. Caffeine. That's where we see a lot of the URL battles. Like, let me ask you, do you like how caffeine has it going now, or did you like it when it was, more on YouTube?
Um, I would say I like it more on YouTube. I feel like ironically it was a little bit promoted more. Like we would see trailers of the battle, and then
Right.
I get it. Like on caffeine, everybody, damn near nearly everybody watched it, but even the promotion for the battle isn't the same. Like we don't, there's no hype around it. Like like you see, I remember when Chess versus Reed happened. I seen the trailer and it's like, oh, this is dropping on, October 19th or whatever. So that Friday, I'm waiting like Chess versus
Exactly.
Reed. I'm gonna watch Chess
Yes.
versus Reed. Like nowadays, like after caffeine, like they just drop it a random day and say, oh, like it's on caffeine now. Like there's no, oh, like a snippet from this, snippet from that. We dropping this on the 25th or nothing. It's just whenever you guys get it type shit. So I don't like that fact. I feel like it's better on YouTube. Um, I feel like there was more promotion behind it. So how do you feel about it?
Um, in my opinion, I agree with you. I definitely do like it. Back when it was on YouTube, I felt like you even just bring up the trailers. It definitely gave you that anticipation. They definitely might drop like the hottest bar of the battle. It definitely just makes you want to see the battle. Now when it's on, caffeine. Even though they give it for free, because even though back in the day they still had the pay-per-views
Mm-hmm.
and things of that nature, but I don't know. I feel now when it comes to caffeine, it's still a business at the end of the day. So they want so many battles, which now comes to smacking them having to book these battles with
Yeah.
about sometimes 1 to just 2 week notice, and then we're getting people choking and things like that. So I definitely think it's a give and pull type of situation when it comes to the whole caffeine thing.
Yeah. Even on YouTube, like even before the battle, they would say, "Oh, like Calico," and then his attributes and
Right,
all
right,
that. Like
right,
there,
right, right.
there's none of that. It's just, yeah, I want the battle. Here it go. Like type thing.
Okay. Let me ask you, cause we definitely see this going on in battle rap also, and it could be per se getting worse. Like, but let me ask you, what's like too far in battle rap? Like, taking it too far to where things are just getting out of context, in your opinion.
I feel like probably just death of a family member or a significant person in the culture. That's about it. Everything else is up for grabs.
So you're
Death is
saying
death
death
and
and
family. Like
just
no
a
one.
significant. So it's okay to talk about someone's kids.
No. The kids. I was just supposed to say that. Like the kids is a no go. Wife, maybe, but but kids and death no go. Everything else is up for grabs.
All right, but why is it a no go though?
Cause
Like,
that's personal. Like I feel like you feel me. Um, even death is more so like a like it's kind of like a reflection on like kind of the whole family at that point. So it's not you're not battling your opponent, like you're kind of disrespecting the whole family. Even the kids, like their kids, they don't know what's going on. Like 5 years later, they see like, oh, this guy disrespected me, like in front of my father. Like that's kind of OD. Like I don't like nah. I like yeah. And plus they're like it's kids, bro. Like you don't involve kids and like nah.
okay, so let me bring up someone like Arsenal now,
Yeah.
who he's kind of predicated on the whole disrespectful aspect.
Yeah.
So when it comes to him now, do you like take away points when it comes to his material?
No.
Because it's battle rap not kind of like to break down your opponent, and I feel an aspect of that is not disrespect.
Yeah, it is. I like Arsenal is very disrespectful, and it has been certain battles where I'm like, nah, he went too far, but I don't take it away. Well, my, I did say I just already take away, but I'm like, yeah, it's too disrespectful. But I feel like he has a balance of it. He's not like too disrespectful.
Mm,
Like,
mm.
kind of like it though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's a battle, you know, that you're anticipating right now? Like, just give me a battle.
One battle I would want right now would probably be. I'll say Kid Slade versus T Top.
Kid Slay versus T Top.
Like right now, that's kind of one thing I really want to watch.
Can I know why?
Cause after I seen Kid Slade perform and like the way he, like punches and like the way he's able to like tell like certain things, like his like some like he doesn't have like his punch. Some of his punchlines aren't like the end punchline. Maybe he having like shit in between, and then T Top is an angler, but he could also talk that drug talk, and then like I just want to see it. I feel like it's like real gritty in a small room. I want to see like Kid Slade versus T Top, and I want to see like what T Top has to say about Kid Slade, and what Kid Slade has to say about T Top.
All right, so
Those are two conversations I want to hear.
all right, so you was impressed with the Kid Slay
Yeah.
performance in New York. You
Mm.
definitely was in the building. You got to see it up close.
Yeah.
All right. But in terms of now T Top, he's not. I don't want to say not high in standings,
Yeah.
but him coming off the whole Tay Rock battle
Yeah.
was definitely a blow. So when it comes to T Top, do you think that's the battle he should be looking for?
Yeah.
Like, is that where he's at in his career?
Yeah. I feel like I know like T Top kind of like doesn't get talked much, but I feel like he's done like a lot to his career to where it's like he's not really battling for anything. Like he's not battling like for a mook. He's not. He kind of already did a lot of stuff. He has all the battles with the vets. He kind of does what he wants to at this point. But I feel like that like Kid Slade being that hot up and comer and like kind of being in that lane that he was in. I feel like that's definitely a battle he should look at, and there's no other battle he should be looking because everybody else he done battled at this point. Anybody relevant, he kind of already battled. So this is kind of the most relevant battle that would kind of make sense for him, and it would make a good battle because like I said, they're kind of in those same lanes, and I feel like T Top could bark too, cause you know when T Top get sweating and saying bitch or the fucking time. I like that type of shit, so I want to see that conversation. In a way, I seen Kid Slay bark on Stumbles. I want to see like that energy specifically in those conversations. Yeah. What about you? What battle you got your eyes, fixed upon?
Um, for me, I guess it was a battle that wasn't on. I'm just gonna say Charlie Clips and Calico. That's just a battle that I want to see. We don't get to see Charlie Clips as much as we may see
Yeah.
like Geechee Gotti or people that's battling on damn near every card. Um, I think that's a battle that's been brewing for years. They definitely tried to make it happen multiple times, but now the battle is gonna go down on the Smack Volume card,
Yeah.
Volume 10. Um, I just think it's gonna be a good style clash. We know Calico likes to talk that, the real talk, the drug talk, things of that nature. Charlie Clips just being, a jack of all trades,
Yeah.
just able to do anything. That's one I'm definitely looking forward to see, and also just seeing the type of, I guess I can say, the approach that Calico does take. He does like to
Yeah.
do the drug references and things like that, but how are you going to talk to Charlie? Because we've seen people in the past just try to talk to him and just kind of just do that one thing, and Charlie Clips is doing so many other things. It
Mhm.
just kind of overweighs the other stuff. So that's one that I definitely want to see. You know, to kind of end this segment, I want to ask this last question. We seen after the Murder Mook and Geechee Gotti battle that I seen some battle rappers saying that they don't want to battle until it's in New York, right? So we talk about like a Goods. He said that after the event that he doesn't want to battle again until it's in New York, or then like a Murder Mook saying that he doesn't want to battle till it's in New York. How do you feel about people saying that? Because we seen like a Murder Mook who didn't get the same type of love, on the West Coast.
Yeah.
So how do you just feel when you hear a battle rapper saying that?
I feel like they're playing it safe. Because New York, a lot of people that say that are from New York, but also too, I feel like just to be on their side just a little bit, I feel like the crowd is more honest. I feel like if your shit is fell flat, it's no pause. Like you're getting booed. Like you feel me? People, even though Murder Mook had a good performance, they booed Murder Mook. You feel me? In that second round, like they booed. Like you will get booed. Like you feel me? I feel like all the other except for South Carolina with the raccoon shit, but everything else like you just get an awkward pause and like you feel me? Like I feel like the crowd doesn't really unless like for the punchlines they go hard and everything, but like if it fell flat, it's just an awkward pause. Like people just get through their round. It's boring. I don't want to watch it. But like New York, you're getting booed and like you feel me. It's more entertaining. Like when I see it, like oh like I'm more engaged. It's not like no, yeah,
Right. So you think Murder Mook with that same performance, if that battle just took place on the West Coast, it was Geechee and Mook just on the West Coast, Murder Mook still would have won.
not. Oh shit, that's tough. I feel like the battle would be a lot closer. I feel like it would be debatable
The
if
battle
it
would
was
be
on the West
debatable.
Coast.
So then you're saying that they would have gassed Geechee.
No, I'm not saying that they would have gassed Geechee, but thinking about Murder Mook's material about, you know, LA killing, NY and then trying to get his lick back and all that. I don't feel like the LA would have been receptive to that. So they definitely would have made it look a certain way because that was like the first round about it. It's kind of setting that tone already. Like you already got LA against you. So it would have been tough for Murder Mook to try to win that with that material.
Mm. Okay, so but then just even in terms of goods, coming off the Easy to Black Captain battle,
Yeah.
consensus has him losing that battle.
Yeah.
He lost on the app, saying that he was in the building, and now he's saying that he does not want to battle until it's back in New York.
Yeah.
So is that you're saying goods playing it safe?
Yeah, it's playing it safe, but to the same extent, I feel like that's where he's more comfortable at, and I feel like his performances are greater in like those Irving Plaza, Webster Hall settings. Like you, I'm not trying to give him any excuse or anything, but the Battle versus Easy was a big ass stage, like, and he's walking like it's so much room. Like I feel like with Goods, he's more of a like close battle, like you feel me, right next to you, like with a cup, like talking to you directly. Like there's no moving around or anything. Like he's a in close battle. Like those big long stages, I don't feel like are suited for Good. So I can see why he says I want to be in New York in an urban plaza setting where it's more closer, it's more no homo intimate. Like you feel me, like
Hey yo.
you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I can understand.
All right, but I was gonna end it there, but then I just remembered one more thing I did want to talk about. Um, damn, I just lost it.
Yeah.
Damn, man, like what the hell? Like I just lost it. Oh no, I just got it back. All right, I want to talk about like sort of like fan access to the battlers, right? Like it's kind of a sport to where the fans have a lot of access. Like
Yeah.
we even seen like the spaces.
Yeah.
A big thing that gives fans the opportunity to just have conversations with these battlers for hours on throughout the day. Right, we even seen a situation when there was like a guy called Greedy Gotti, and
Yeah. Shout out to Greedy Guy.
wait. First of all, don't ever do that again on this show.
Shout out
What do
to
you mean
shout
shout
out
him
to
out?
Greedy
You
Guy.
know him?
Nah, but
So what do you mean shout him out? What do you?
but he's kind of been like in the
Uh,
forefront for like the spaces and everything. Like he's kind
don't
of been
shout him
leading
out.
it.
Hold on, don't shout him out on this thing. Don't do that.
Hey man.
But we seen the situation happen like that. Like, do you feel fans are just too accessible to just battle rappers?
Nah, I feel
Oh,
like
shit.
I feel like that's how kind of the battle rap community is. Like there's no, because granted they like as famous as like these battle rappers are, they're not too much like celebrities and like. So I feel like that connection to have the fans in the spaces and everything is great for the culture. I don't feel like it's too accessible. I feel like it gives an equal balance and like engages the community even better and more
But
so.
we also seen a situation with Surf.
Yeah.
And I think that's when he was gonna battle Cortez
Yeah.
originally. I remember we was ready to watch the
Yeah.
battle, and that whole situation happened. So
Yeah.
things could happen like that.
Yeah, things can happen, but I kind of like the balance with the fans and the culture, to be honest.
But are you being now selfish as a fan saying that? Since you're the fan, are you just trying to save as a
Nah,
because
like, because I feel like it helps the culture. It's been like better with the spaces and everything, the fan engagement. Like, you feel me? You do bad on the battle, people are there in the spaces able to vocalize.
but then it's like
it.
you don't even know who you're talking to.
Yeah,
And we seen like it was a whole allegation. Like it was a very serious situation. So
Yeah.
it's like
but I feel like it's still good.
oh, so you just don't care.
One bad apple in the bunch doesn't ruin the whole bunch of green apples.
Oh, what the hell? Is there anything that you just wanna bring up or just shed light upon? Cause I'm all out of topics. Like
Nah. I do also feel a lot of stuff in this culture. A lot of people have been going ghost. I don't know what happened to B Dot, and I'm
I kind
concerned.
of heard something like cause Disaster was on live,
Yeah.
like kind of alluding to like battle raps in a point to where the fans aren't appreciating that type of content, so he's falling back. Just something like that. Disaster was kind of alluding to. But that's just in
Yeah,
terms of B Dot.
yeah. I miss B Dot, man. B Dot gotta come back, bro.
Nah, yeah, I think when's the last time he battled when Clips fucked him up? I think Clips fucked him up, and I didn't see him until like I
Here
don't
we
know
go.
what happened after that. Like, no, I'm just saying Clips fucked. No, I'm
Yeah,
just saying
but
like
yeah.
that.
After
Did
that, after that Clips battle, I think
But did he battle after that?
that was 21, right? No, he did.
He
No,
didn't.
no, he did. He was on ban against Kid Chaos.
Oh yeah, so he battled Clips, then they put him on ban. Shit. I don't know, man, but that's gonna be the wrap up for this episode. We were just trying to just shed light on some just topics in the battle rap culture. We're coming to the end of the year.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be two cards left: the Volume 10 card and the Civil War card.
Mhm.
It's supposed to be like some 3-day weekend type of event thing in
Yeah.
Florida. That's supposed to go down, but we are coming to the end of the year. I did say to you before, 'cause, we do the whole power rankings on the thing. Whoever the winner is, I wanted to set like a type of interview. I don't think it's gonna be anyone from New York, so I feel if we
Yeah.
could just set up like the video interview type thing and set that up, I definitely want to do that. We're about to go into just the year or two of the whole It's Debatable thing. We're definitely gonna start having a lot more interviews and things of that nature. Just a lot of new thing that's gonna be coming to the platform. So stay tuned. Yeah.
Yep, that's all. Free Sue Surf, RP Pat Stay, and B Dot, come back, my boy.
All right, so that's gonna be it for this episode of It's Debatable. Just make sure you like the video, subscribe, and just keep showing love. We out.